Yo, yo. Howdy, my boy. Howdy, howdy indeed. 1K soon. 1K soon indeed. Okay. That was John Carpenter. Halloween theme music. Okay. Sorry, my nose is doing better, but it's still like running. So I've been taking some meds. Unknown, what's up, homie? What's up? What's up? Okay. So hopefully you guys are ready for some not hack the box, sorry. I was thinking to do some hack the box today as well, but we have to continue on our RCE. Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing? How are you? So I'm just going to log into PortSwigger and like we can get started. Give me one sec. Just want to make sure I log in before and I don't accidentally show my password. One sec. Sharing is caring. I know. I'm just not that good, a caring guy, man. Wait, why I'm only seeing YouTube, like a Twitch one? One second. Okay, now I can share the screen. Yeah, now you should be able to, right? No, don't worry. I logged into my account. I'm good. Don't you worry, my bro. Don't you worry. Earlier, I was just able to see like unknown from Twitch, but nothing from your side, YouTube. So sorry, I was like cleaning the house late night. Bharat, what's up, bro? Very good morning, man. Chicha once said, "Kya re bhima?" So let's look into RCE today. And Bharat, let's do a call today. We have to have a call today. Just give me a send me a text. Yeah, yeah, go for it, bro. Dog White, what's up? क्या रे भीख मांगेगा? I have no idea what that is. Okay, all good, sure. I liked when it was old one. I don't know why they changed it. My VirtualBox and Kali is too slow. I'm thinking to get a Raspberry Pi. I don't know which dialogue you're talking about. Oh, oh, okay. Any suggestion for to run Kali if Kali is too slow? You can run it in Docker though. Like you can run it in Docker. Depends on what is your like you can have Raspberry Pi for sure, but what is the RAM and like how much resources you are giving your VirtualBox, bro? Yeah, like first is like SSD, how much RAM and all those stuff. You can use WSL. That's also 100% on the table. So it depends on the hardware, man. Because if you have Raspberry Pi as a separate one, that is amazingly good for sure. For sure, it's amazingly better. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. Top exclusive sounds. Hi man, you need a bit of advice. Currently on a SOC role, but want to do purple teaming. I have Security Plus working on Net Plus and AZ900. What training or certs um may help me with getting some purple teaming skills? Purple teaming skills. So, if you want to move from SOC blue to purple, okay. I don't think there is a specifically purple based search, but what I can suggest you, bro, is do a lot of CTFs. If you already are in a SOC role, you have Security Plus, I will say start working towards like getting a red team certificate. For example, like best being OSCP. I don't know, like you are if you're already in like the whole hacking realm, if you have been doing CTFs or not. If you have not done CTFs, start with the CTF, learn how to do hacking, right? If you already know, OSCP is a great one. So if you get OSCP, you can like change the role directly. You can get like those hacking, the red team ones too. That would be my suggestion. So look into a red team now. Cutting virtual machine CPU and RAM in half. Yeah. 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 So like if you give them 4 MB RAM and 4 GB RAM and stuff, and like have SSD of 100. No worries, man. 100% just look for and if you I don't know what is your level though, like in red teaming stuff. If you are very new THM, if you are like a bit like comfortable, hack the box, right? And if you are want to just go ahead and do some crazy stuff, there are a lot of like a bit more expensive places, and then you can just look for OSCP using like one hub plus hack the box. Just use 60 GB on SSD for Kali and 4 GB RAM with 4 GB core. Yeah, 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 yeah. LabX is also good. You should be. You should try it. All I'm saying, Wrench, is I don't think you understand that Dogbyte has more power over even the YouTube chat boss. Girl. Red teaming, I'm still new, been trying to find basic courses to help me with the methodology and teach me some exploits. Dude, just come here then. Just come here. We do hacking every Monday to Friday. In the mornings, around this time we do it, so you will get like good idea of what things to do and stuff. Did those settings, but then doing my any labs, it takes. We need to look at Bharat. Here is the Discord link. Join there. Send a picture of the resources. I want to see the resources. Oh, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the family. I think like send a resource. I'm very curious why it's so slow though. Some free stuff, all the limited. I feel like if you're investing, I want to see LabX for a second. LabX has Linux, cybersecurity. Let's see what they have for cybersecurity. Cracking passwords, network scanning. That's actually good. Netcat, scan vulnerabilities, OpenSSL. Those are really good. Like really good for basics. Yeah. Open port discovery. Yeah. Metasploit. Dude, this is so like they are covering very well. Like Wireshark, Hydra. Hashcat, Metasploit, crypto, penetration. Yeah, dude, like this is good. Why are you saying it's shit? It's actually really good. It's like good, like for beginners, it's a good full complex. LabX is another like learning one. Yeah, dude, like don't if you are having like multiple machines, like multiple virtual machines, it's a lot. Like one at a time. But if because if you are doing like two, three, and if you already have a Raspberry Pi, I actually if you already have a Raspberry Pi, do this. So there are two things. Either you already have a Raspberry Pi or not, I don't know. But let's say this is your home, right? Either you can have your Raspberry Pi and attack, let's say, Hack the Box or TryHackMe, or actually, yeah, AWS. Use AWS EC2 and hack it, right? Set up one hub on it. So you can do all these. If you don't have a Raspberry Pi, um, like having multiple virtual machines is crazy. But like, if you want to still, let's say, have Raspberry Pi, you can just install it. Like, how much is the Raspberry Pi? Like, I think just install it on Raspberry Pi. Install Kali on Raspberry Pi if you already have it. I don't think that's anything bad. Just have it, and then you can just hack online. Like, just use online stuff. If you're starting just online, you don't have to like set up one hub or run multiple virtual machines on your system. That's legit not needed. How anal? Yep. There's the thing. That's actually the truth. Like AWS is the worst when it comes to naming convention, right? Yeah, it depends on. That's why, like, do you have a Raspberry Pi or no? Because now the Raspberry Pi comes with like 8 GB RAM too. So, but dude, AWS is the worst in terms of terminology. When I switch to Azure and Google, so better names. Like Azure will say Azure Virtual Machine. AWS is Elastic Cloud Compute, so EC2. That's how AWS names its virtual machine. It's really shit. Chemo? I've never heard of them. React OS. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Neither let's get back into this. Like I think we are over 5 minutes very well. Um I don't have my water, which is fine. Let's get started with some race conditions today, lads, and work on. We completed this bypassing the rate limits. Now let's go into hidden multi-step sequences, one of two. Hidden multiple sequences. In practice, a single request. Let me make it bigger. Hidden multiple sequences. Race conditions. Lab, I think 4. In practice, a single request may initiate an entire multi-step sequence behind the scenes, transitioning the application through multiple hidden states that it enters and then exits again before request processing is complete. I don't know why I did remote condition. Did I? I asked ChatGPT to create remote condition. Oh, race condition. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I might have either stupidly did that. Yeah, I might have like sent the wrong name to our ChatGPT. I don't know why. My apologies. My apologies. I'm going to delete this part. My apologies, lads. Okay, hopefully it's updated now. Hopefully, noob streamer. Dude, when I get like sick, my brain does go dead. Okay, so it's race condition now, which is good. Oh, dude, I would right now. I would love to. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay, lads. So let's start with I think not race condition, remote condition. No, with race condition, not remote condition. Okay. And let me get water. Give me 1 second. Let me get my water. Okay. That was my link sound. I didn't get it. What? Okay. Hidden multi-step sequences. In practice, a single request may initiate. Yeah, this AI is UI is much cooler. Okay, I will focus. Let me get my toggle up. You guys can keep on continuing the chat. Oh, I haven't played that game ever, Zelda. I know about it, but I have not played it ever. Uh, this toggle track. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer, lads, for 25 minutes. I'm going to focus, not look at the chat. So FYI for you guys. Okay, hidden multi-step sequences. In practice, a single request may initiate an entire multi-step sequence. So let's say we do any kind of action, create an account, just once request sent to the backend. Behind the scenes, transitioning the application through multiple hidden states that it enters and then exits again before request processing is complete. Okay, we'll refer to these as substates. So, for example, let's say we did cool. Okay, so let's say we sent a request to Facebook or Amazon or let's say wherever, right? It went through multiple states. Let's say if it was order processing, it has a cart, check if the if there is enough inventory. If there is enough inventory, billing. After billing is done, there is all the verification, order shipping done, shipping label generated and sent. Right? All these things happen, and before this request is processed, we went to cart, same state, we are at the same state, and we are ready for another request. Right? If you can identify one or more HTTP requests that can cause an interaction with the same data, you can potentially abuse these substates to expose sensitive, time sensitive variations of the kinds of logic flaws that are common in multi step workflows. Okay, and if you can identify one or more HTTP requests that causes the interaction with them at this during this thing. Okay. Okay, so that's actually interesting. So what they are saying here is, let's say I sent like this is the cart, right? Like this is the cart, and there is a common, let's say in memory, there is like okay, a object or like a data where all the things you want, right? All your wish list or all the things in your cart. Himesh, what's up, bro? So all the things in your cart are here, right? Whenever you let's say hey, I want to buy, right? Buy, you triggered the buy action. It checks the inventory, it do the billing, so it checks the inventory, looks at the cart, if all these things are here. I'm good, man, how you doing? Then when we are doing billing, it again looks at the cart, and when the shipping is done, it again looks at the cart. So imagine if I have a cart where just one item is there, let's say a very small item. During the first three steps, the cart, checking the inventory, and billing. Billing happens according to this cart, whatever is the cart, right? Then as soon as shipping changes, what I do, I change this whole thing. Like I add like five more things to the cart, the same cart, right? And during the shipping, I get six things instead of one, but I get billed for only one. That's what they are talking about. For example, you may be familiar with flawed multi-factor authentication workflows that let you perform the first part of login using known credentials and then navigate straight to the application via forced browsing, effectively bypassing MFA entirely. If you're not familiar with this, check out 2FA Simple Bypass Lab in our authentication vulnerability topic. Okay, I am not sure about this one, so let's see. MFA. Bro, you tutor really well from my opinion. You should maybe tutor people. Base 44. I have no idea what that is. Sure. I would love to leave my current job. I would be more than happy. I would be more than happy to become a tutor, man. Learn and teach people. That would be an amazing job. That'll be a dream job right there. So MFA bypass via force browsing is a technique where an attacker, after acquiring legitimate credentials, skips the second step by directly navigating to application resources. Okay. Oh, happens. Ashish, that happens. So basically, their server a lot of time just stops working properly. You just have to like, because like the resources they give is like really shitty. I got accepted last week. I've been getting so many order requests, but yeah, sure. Can you send me a DM like through Discord? I would love to look at the name and what the company does. Okay, okay. Now I see what this is. I would like to. Do you guys know any good image about this? I think I need to find a good image of this. Tiba, what's up, bro? Thinking to start. Yeah, it doesn't. It's in the. I think. Check the pin, bro. Image, check the pin. Sock journey. You want to start sock journey? Excuse me. Um, Teapot, bro. I will say for sock journey. One is I'm not the best at it. Point one. But there is a lot of people in this Discord. Do have a chat with them, like Ashish. OpenClaw, I have looked into it. Haven't tried yet, bro. Rabbit, what's up, bro? Long time no see. But for Sock Journey Teapot, I think like join the Discord. There's a lot of people who are really good. Yeah, yeah, very close to 1K, bro. And we are very close to the 3,000 watch hours. 3,000 watch hour title. Probably by the end of this month, we will have that. Or maybe by the end of this week. Well, but if I have to give you another one thing, sorry, I was like thinking something else. If I have to, like, I will say start with like setting up your home labs. Ashish has written some really good blogs in our stuff. It's in the announcement channel. He wrote about SOC labs, how to set them up, and couple of things around it. So he's really good at this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yep, yep. Bro, you have no idea how bad AI is when it comes to writing code. You have no idea. You need software engineers to keep a eye on the AI. It's really bad in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, it's really bad. Sounds goody good. Uh, Dude, there's no. I need. Actually, a lot of layoffs were happening is because if you see, a lot of news are more like sensationalized than actual truth, right? Reason being that like let's say for example the Amazon one you might have seen or Meta one you might have seen or seen, right? Meta, why layoffs are happening? Because they are closing their Meta division, right? So it will say, oh, layoffs happened, but these are happening in Meta division, not in software engineering specifically, but specifically Meta project related. Second, with Amazon, the layoffs were happening were related to their grocery business, because they had this idea of that, oh, we will have a open, there is like no human needed grocery stores. They are closing that. So there is a lot of बोली काटे तेरे चन्नी उठ के बंदे बंदे क्यों बोली काटे तेरे अंदर से. I have no idea. I have no idea how to read it. Excuse me. But yeah, the reason those are happening, if you actually go through the whole article, you will realize it's a lot of departments that are closing, the business units itself that are closing. Second, a lot of AI companies or big software engineering companies, like for example, what's this called? Salesforce, regret firing their people and they are trying to rehire them at a higher price because they realize like, okay, AI cannot replace it. AI cannot replace even their customer representative. The layoffs are from the teams not getting work or they. Yeah, it's like a lot of like, because for example, the things that they were doing, right? If you're really good at what you do, this is the time will separate people who play politics. I hope this happens, that people who play politics, people who are good at politics versus people who are actually genuinely good at coding. Sounds good, bro. I will have a quick look. One sec. Yeah, I think this is yours, right? SW as the thing. I think I have got that. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, got it. Okay, but with dude, is all I'm saying is, if you are really good at engineering, right? You can actually, it is going to be first of all very hard for AI to create really good code. It's very hard. It's very very hard. Like you, it has to be in small chunks. So there is like need of a AI governance per person now, because AI is not genuinely, bro. I'm paying personally for a subscription. I have to, even myself have to look through the code and stuff to make sure everything is there. It's all a hype. It's not dying, right? Because from last 2 years people are saying, oh, software engineering is dead, software engineering is dead. It's not dying. It cannot die. The company, every single company who has let go its engineers have been going through a really hard time after that. It's not the first time, man. Trust me, like, I don't see it's happening, right? Maybe I might be in denial or what, might be wrong, right? But in my opinion, what I have seen, there's a lot of hype around AI. AI, when it comes to generating really good quality, right? Resilience, right? It's not good. You tell it to like write a write a Python code, versus you have to specifically tell, hey, write a Python code with exceptional handling, with this case, with these modularity, and this. If it will create a code, now you actually have to go through it. If you don't go through it, your company will get hacked or destroy its reputation very fast. And let me tell you, security might be the this is probably first time I will say security might be in a good position, cybersecurity people, because the more AI code is generated, the more vulnerable it is. That's just my opinion, what I have seen. It is definitely a good thing because it helps you develop code faster, but just software engineering dead, I don't see it. A lot of people who actually don't understand code, who are always stagnant, they don't understand, they have not increased their skills, are going to be dead 100%. 100%, because AI can write same level of really dirty code that a lot of software engineers write, because they actually, a lot of software engineers came into engineering not because they like engineering or software engineering, but because, like, they thought money will be there. If anybody is like that, they are going to have a hard time. Yeah, 77 vulnerabilities. Yeah. And dude, it's not even like how changes. The context is still, and memory is still a big issue with AI. Like, it will forget, right? It forgets things. So it's a really hard thing, man. It's a really, really hard bargain. That's all. Like, my idea is, it's not. At the end of the day, it's not. Dude, I want to. Can somebody also? Can you somebody send me a image or some more information about this? Flawed multi-factor authentication workflows that let you perform the first part of the login using known credentials, then navigate straight to the application. I want to see that. So if you have hidden multi-step sequences, continue. The following pseudocode demonstrate how a website could be vulnerable to a race condition for this attack. So we have session user ID. If user MFA enabled, enforce this truth. Generate and send MFA code to the user, redirect browser to MFA code entry form. As you can see, this in fact a multi-step sequence within the span of single request. So this right here, first is session, user ID is created, then this. Two different things are happening. Most importantly, if the transition through a substate in which the user temporarily has a valid logged in session, but multi-factor authentication isn't yet being enforced, an attacker could potentially exploit this by sending a login request along with a request on a sensitive authenticated endpoint. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, this is what they're doing, right? Here's the attacker, sends a, like a login credential to the website, right? Now, website goes through multiple states. That's good. That's good then. But then, like, how long it can go, right? Yeah, yeah. It's just how long that can go, because in long, big projects, it will be like way more harder, way more time consuming. Okay, so we have an attacker attacking the website. It enters the login credentials. Then login credentials, like there is a session generated. My nose hurts. And then multi-factor authentication is being like redirection happens, but also the attacker, during as soon as this happens, creates and sends the application to another like page in the app by sending like a login request through a sensitive authenticated endpoint. We'll look at some more examples of a hidden multi-request sequence later, and you will be able to practice exploiting them in your interactive labs. However, as these vulnerabilities are quite application specific, it's important to first understand the broader methodology you will need to apply in order to identify them effectively. Okay, both in the lab and in the wild. Methodology: to detect and exploit hidden multi-step sequences, we recommend the following methodology, which is, can I just make it, which is summarized from white papers, Smashing the State Machine, the true potential of web race conditions by PortSwigger research. So we have predict, probe, prove. Okay, you need to go through these white papers too. Predict potential collisions. Okay. Testing every endpoint is impractical. After mapping out the target sites as normal, you can reduce the number of endpoints that you need to test by asking yourself the following request. Oh, gotcha. One second, I need this. My nose is really bad. Testing every endpoint is impractical. After mapping out the target site as normal, you can reduce the number of endpoints that need to test by asking yourself the following condition: is the endpoint security critical? Many endpoints don't touch critical functionality, so they are not worth testing. Is there any collision potential? For successful collision, you typically need two or more requests that trigger operations on the same record. For example, consider the following variation of a password reset implication implementation. So we have user ID hacker and session 9494 user ID victim. They have their token. Oh, I see. It's a flaw in the design itself. If session ID is not, uh, Many endpoints don't touch critical functionality, so they are not worth testing. For successful collision, you typically need two or more requests that trigger operation on the same record. I see. So they are like a shared resource is being used by two different requests. With the first example, requesting parallel password resets for two different users is unlikely to cause a collision as it results in changes to different records. However, the second implementation enables you to edit the same record with request from two different users. So changing of the session ID table versus like changing of the tokens of individual user IDs. Probe for clues. To recognize clues, you first need to benchmark how the endpoint behaves under normal conditions. You can do this in burp repeater by grouping all your requests and send the group in sequence, separate conditions option. For more information, see sending request. So it's this one they are talking about. Okay, so we have our burp suite ready, right? If you go in the repeater, when we do here, let's say if I go on any site here, let's say if I go here even, right? Test, right? This request is actually saved, send to repeater. I can create multiple requests and create it in a new group. Now, send group in sequence, separate conditions. This one, all the requests in this will be sent. Probe for clues. To recognize clues, you first need to benchmark how the endpoint behaves under normal conditions. You can do this in burp repeater by grouping all them together, I just showed you. Next, send the same group of requests at once during single packet attack or last byte sync HTTP2 isn't supported. If HTTP2 isn't supported. To minimize network jitter, you can do this in burp repeater by sending them in parallel options. So basically there is like a bunch more options. Like we have parallel, right? And there is like, if you remember, we had that extension turbo intruder, right? We have like those type of extra powerful extensions to do stuff. For more information, see sending request in parallel. Alternatively, you can use the turbo intruder extension, which we just talked about, right? Anything at all can be a clue. Just look for some form of deviation from what you observe during benchmarking. This includes a change in one or more requests, but don't forget second order effects like different email contents or visible change in the application behavior afterwards. So basically, whole idea here is you have two endpoints, right? For example, if you are talking about Facebook, let's say um, we have editing account, right? Editing information on account, right, is going to access a resource in database called regarding, let's say, account info. Let's say phone number, for example. So there is editing, and then there could be like instead of phone number, there could be, let's say, published information, right? Publishing information, or even not is, let's say, instead of editing, it could be like sharing. Or editing again, let's say editing. But like one is editing, let's say the username, one is editing the phone number. If we are sending the request together, there could be discrepancies created in these cases, right? That's why they're sending send group in parallel. Note professional. To test for race condition vulnerabilities quickly and easily, you can use trigger race conditions custom action. This sends parallel request with a single click, removing the need to manually create a group tabs. Okay, custom actions. That's interesting. Proof of concept to try to understand what's happening. Remove the superfluous request. Make sure you can still replicate the request. Advanced race conditions can cause unusual, unique primitives, so the path to maximum impact isn't always immediately obvious. It may help to think of each race condition as a structural weakness rather than an isolated vulnerability. PortSwigger research. For more detailed methodology, check out the white paper Smashing the State Machine. Okay. Let me send you guys this. It's again by the OG of PortSwigger James Kettle, the director of research. It's at DEF CON, damn. The guys just at DEF CON every day almost. In my head, the state machine for the user role looked like this. Post login, pending, role, stop. Login, admin, role, okay. This. Dude, these are like something we need to just go over every weekend to improve our skills. Or brain, I think. Multi-endpoint race conditions. Perhaps the most intuitive form of these race conditions are those that involve sending requests to multiple endpoints at the same time. Think about classic logic flow in online stores where you add an item to your basket or cart, pay for it, and add more items to the cart before force browsing to the other confirmation page. So that's the topic we were talking about here. We have a cart, inventory check happens, they're looking at the same card, billing happens, they're looking at the same card, but while shipping we add things to our cart. Just during that small window here, this window of time here, we add something to our cart and we get, like, instead of one thing we are getting five different things. If you're not familiar with this exploit, check out the insufficient workflow validation lab from our business logic vulnerability topic. There's no, like, I want to do some labs. I was thinking, like, are there labs or no? Same as this. Okay. Multi-endpoint race conditions. Perhaps the most one is a variation of this vulnerability can occur when payment validation or order confirmations are performed during the processing of a single request. The state machine for the order status might look at something like this. We have basket pending, make the payment, payment validation, basket confirm. In this case, you can perform add more items to the basket during the race condition window when the payment is validated and your order is being finalized. So basically, same example we talked about. Aligning multi-endpoint race conditions. When you testing for multi-endpoint race conditions, you may encounter issues trying to line up the race windows for each request. Even if you send them all at once, the same time using the single packet technique. So race condition is here, slow and internal latency, and there is fast. This common problem is primarily caused by following two factors. Delay introduced by network architecture. For example, there may be a delay whenever the front end server establishes a new connection to the backend. Delays introduced by endpoint. The protocol used can be also have major impact, and the endpoint specific processing. Different endpoint inherently vary in their processing times, sometimes significantly so, depending on what operation they trigger. Okay, interesting. So, if you are using various different protocols, that could be a different create various windows, race windows to trigger. Give us the as a hacker, we give us the opportunity to trigger race conditions and even allow like changing of the common resources in this. Okay. Connection warning. Backend connection delays don't usually interfere with the race condition attacks because they typically delay the parallel requests quickly, so the requests stay in sync. Okay. It's essential to be able to distinguish these delays from those caused by endpoint specific factors. One way to do this is by warning the connections with one or more inconsequential requests to see if this smooths out the remaining processing times. In Burbsy Repeater, you can try adding a get request for home page to start your home tab group to start your tab group, then send them in single connection. If the first request still has a longer processing time, but the rest of the requests are now processed within a short window, you can ignore the apparent delay and continue testing as normal. If you still see inconsistent response time on a single endpoint, even when a single packet using single packet technique, it's an indication that the backend delays is interfering with your attack. You may be able to work around this using Turbo Intruder to send some connection warning request before following up your main attack request. There is a lot of information here. One second. So backend delays basically like parallel requests, right? They're delaying the typical delay like parallel requests that are being sent. So one way like and distinguish these delays from those caused by endpoint specific factors. So there are two things. If endpoint specific factors are happening, like for example, let's say there is something issue with the network architecture protocol, blah blah blah, and then there is actually some software engineering put into place which is deliberately done to make sure the delay happens, right? So we are testing that. One way to do this is by warning the connection with one or more inconsequential requests to see if this smoothens out the remaining processing time. So we first send one request and see if other requests are taking same amount of time, lesser amount of time, what's happening, right? Is there a pattern when we send the first request? So we have our burp here. Now I'll do another one. So here's how it works. We have our burp here. We have our burp here, and then we have the server. What we are doing is in first case, we are sending first request, right? Then second request, third, and yada yada yada, right? So we send multiple requests, right? And we see the response for each from the server and analyze the time each one took. If each single one of them is taking like let's say very like first one, it could be that first one takes a lot more time and all the other ones are taking less, right? That's one. Or all are just randomly taking time, right? So that's what they're saying. One way to do this is by it's essential to distinguish these delays from those caused by endpoint specific. So we analyze, right? One could be first, it could be first case is like first is only delayed, rest all are good, right? First takes more time. Second could be that all are different times. So which what is the case can help us give understanding of what is in the back end, what is happening in the back end. One way to do this is by warming the connection with one or more inconsequential requests, right? And that's why if you see, we are sending the request in single connection option, not parallel, single connection to see. It would be acting like this. If here's the server first request, and it's a single connection, so second request, right? All are like being sent in a sequence, third, fourth, to see if this warm is warming the network or not, right? If the first request takes longer processing time but the rest are now processed within a shorter window, you can ignore the apparent delay and continue testing as normal. But if there's inconsistent response time, the second condition on a single endpoint, even when using the single packet technique, is an indication that the backend delay is interfering with your attack, right? And then in that case, we use like other extensions to play around. So we have a lab here. Let's do this and then we'll see. Multi-endpoint race condition. The lab's purchasing flow contains a race condition that enables you to purchase items for an unintended price. To solve this successfully, purchase a lightweight jacket. When experimenting, we recommend purchasing the gift card as you can later redeem this to avoid running out of store credit. Okay, this would be interesting to play around. So we have a gift card, right? And let me open this in our boy burps. Where's delete item? Add to scope, make our life easy. Okay, now we want to intercept stuff. Not ping, I don't care about the ping. Let's say I do 10 gift cards. I want to see, it's a HTTP2, which is good to know, right? We have product ID as 2, product ID 2, redirect product quantity, okay. Forward this. Dude, I don't play magic. I'm doing hacking, that's my game. Here's the lab if you want, sorcerer. Have you played magic? Like I know it's people have like a really big um like it has a very powerful audience. That's what I know about Magic the Gathering. And I know like every like a friend of mine who every Sunday goes to like this one place near my like in the city. It's for gaming and like just it's all about just playing Magic there for hours. Guys dedicated there. Oh wow, really? Wow. I know some Magic the Gathering ones are like super expensive. I think the biggest one that went was like Post Malone, right? The one Elder Ring or something for $2 million or something. It's crazy. I downloaded a game first time in my laptop and I bought. Oh, okay. I know like the most expensive one was still I think most expensive. You know all the cards are made by the same company. Black Lotus graded copy 3 million. Okay, and then One Ring that was 2 million. Yeah, this One Ring one was by Post Malone. Power 9 cards. Yeah, it's crazy. You spend like $10 on a card and like you get a $2 million lottery. So rare. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have socket. Okay, so we have 10 gift card. I want to like stop the intercept for a second. We have these. Place order. Log in to continue. We're aside, but one of the rules writers of Wizards of the Coast help being the name of the wind. Okay, tag game of name of the wind. Huh. Sure, bro, Ashish. I would love to see it, bro. You want me to see it on stream or like just anywhere? I have store credit as 100. Okay. Then I have home. Jacket is like this. Okay. Oh, I love chess. Okay, that'll be cool. Sure, I would love to. Send it. I would love to, bro. I love seeing the artistic sides. I'm very bad at this. Dude, I love chess, man. We should play some chess one day. But I want to go back to the lab description for a second. Okay, that's actually a good point. So, okay, what they are saying is try to do the race condition, test the race conditions with dang it. Try to do race conditions first with the gift cards and then do with this. Okay, which is a good, I think, a good one. So gift cards here, I do send it as let's say one. Now I intercept all these. Forward this, get, get. How it worked? It was Product ID 2. Why all methods? There was post request, I believe. Okay. Sure. Give me 1 second, bro. I would love to check. Give me 1 sec. No, I think I would like to hide the. I don't want CSS. I don't want images. I don't want other binary. Remove this. Okay. Now I will do intercept on. Add to cart. So it's a post request send. And I will catch you in junior penetration test about. Yeah, dude, this is the path though. This is the path we are doing because in junior penetration tester path with TryHackMe, the race conditions is not talked like this, right? That's why we are doing these on the side as well. Can I open it? Let me open it like this. Dude, what the fuck? Yo, you are so good. What the heck? Damn. Oh, howdy, the King Cope. Howdy, bro. Dude, but this is so good, lads. This is Ashish's work. Holy. Yo, this is like professional stuff, bro. This is crazy good. And just did it with one black pen. That's crazy, man. Bro, you are so up high. Holy. That's actually really amazing. I'll log into my Instagram. I would love to do it. I don't want to log in here, like online right now in front of everyone. But dude, wow. This is crazy good. Oh, yeah, update your Chrome. Yes, update your Chrome. Dude, that's Ashish's work. Let me, lads, everyone has to like this, man, and everybody has to share this. Amazing. This is like his sketch. Ashish just wanted me to do it. I thought, you know what, I'll do one. I'll do one. We'll go back to hacking, but yo, this sketch here, the one you send Ashish, amazing work, man. Sure. You can't dislike it. No, 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 cha, no. You can't dislike it. No. Bad, cha, bad, cha. No. Okay, going back to hacking, let's complete this fast because I have a meeting at 12. So we add to cart, we send the post, we see. Can I do price as well or no? Okay, let's see. Forward it. We get product ID 2, blah, blah, blah. Okay, okay, okay. Joking is allowed. So we go to the cart. We went to the cart. Okay. As soon as we place order, Okay. There's CSRF token, coupon. I can just drop this one. Nice. Thank you, bro. I want to see what happens here. Your cart is empty. Okay. So if I enter a gift card code, I'm just trying to analyze this app first. We have the code. Okay. Excuse me. So we have a flow where we can buy something, send, it goes in the backend, and how do we change the price? That's the question. Can we change the price? According to the lab description right here, according to the lab description we have, we can like have a race condition that can actually send, change the price of something. Okay, so if I have like go to my account or home, let's say if I add them to the cart, quantity 100, right? Can I do price? Why only method? Wait, hold up. Uh, Yo, how to show like all the post methods as well? Not seeing the post methods. Intercept tab. proxy settings method should have. Click on the filter bar. Click on the filter bar, open settings. So, hold up. Some of them are still missing here. Filter by search term option to filter by okay. It not does not dude, you guys, any of you know why it's happening? ATP proxy. So the burp suite proxy only showing get requests, not post. So if you see, right, my burp suite here, it's only showing the get method, not the post method. proxy options. Proxy, where's options? I'm using the Burp browser. Let's open the browser again. Here you go, right? I'm using this. Proxy settings. Intercept client request. Hmm. Why this is not working? Lads, any of you guys know any idea of post header? I want to see the post request. Maybe I'll just restart the whole stuff. So I'll just start the burp again. Intercept is on, everything is on. The thing is like only the get request were being like shown to me. I know post was there, but only when it comes to seeing, I could only see the burp one. Okay, so let's see here now. Intercept on, open browser. Okay, so I have this product, right? You see it's a get one, should come here, right? So I have a get, another get one, it came here. Now I have a post one. Now it's coming. Now I can see the post request, which is good. Okay. Now if I go to the cart, keep this on, place order. Can I do a price thingy here? And price equals 1. I need to log in, okay. Okay, if the cart is empty, just understand the flow, right? We have this. We have a cart, no, not cart, product. Product is this. So we have product, no idea about this. Then we have another again product at there. Okay, let me just delete all, remove, delete, clear history, delete selected items. Okay, go back to intercept. Have this here like this, there like this. So home, gift card, no, not open browser, intercept on. Add to cart, I see post request, yes. I'll send another request here, but I will modify it with, let's say, price equals 0. And then I do get on these two. Okay, new cart has changed, value we can see. I go to the cart, right? I see this. I don't want these ones. What is even lab header? Oh, this header. I think I can ignore these ones. So lab header. filter. Academy lab header negative search. Oh, okay. Let's forget about this one for a second. Let me just click these and delete them. So we have a product. Oh, now I can't see those. Where's the post request gone? Okay, interesting. So some kind of filter is like killing this. Okay, this is good. We have the lab quantity, card and stuff found. Found, okay. Checkout post. Okay. I have 4 gift cards, but I only put like, oh wait, it might work then. So if I go to my account, oh no, never mind. Invalid gift card? Oh, home. So going back, right? We have this cart one. Did I need some help probably? Send to repeater. Intruder. Okay. Uh, race condition is, let's say when I have I have one and I have 2 different endpoints that are looking at the same resource. One is being the checkout one where we are checking it out. So that would be this. And then another one is product. When I add a product to my thing, add to cart. No. So if I add something to my, is the intercept on? Let the intercept be on. If I add something to my cart, this request, this one, send to repeater, send to, yeah, not intruder but repeater. And then I have checkout. I'll send to repeater as well. Create a group. I can send checkout as well as this at the same time. Let's say I send this. I have to, right? So this works. Okay. Add to group. And I can change the price somehow. That should be one thing they have told me. Okay, so and let's say this is the one. No, here. This price is never mentioned in any place. And then I will add this as well to the cart. Checkout. What about the get request? Huh. Okay, let me try this way then. Let me see if this works. If not, then we'll see another way. Add to. Let's see. You should be able to use it. That's my idea. You should be able to use it, boss. I think go on Reddit. That will be a good place to check out. Yeah. Dude, I need to like, I think I have to unfortunately go over like this tips. I think I'm going to actually like try hack me CTF. I don't think I will have time to do it today. I have to like probably because I have some work to do, man. It's already 11. Need to get some stuff done. But let's see what it is. Yeah, I probably like we have to continue this lab tomorrow. Oh, who cares about this certificate? Which one is live? Which CTF? Oh, this one. Go down. Oh, new rooms. The database SQL basic. Damn, bro, you're killing it. Oh, in the notifications. Oh, OWASP. Uh, bro, you have been doing grinding a lot. Nice. Which one you want? Like, I don't get it. With CTF. Maybe I can see and try hack me's. The Cupid bot, okay. Chatbot that writes Valentine's message. It contains three hidden flags in the system. Your job is to exploit the prompt injection vulnerability. Cool, we can do this later on. Yeah. Like today, we won't be able to. I actually have to leave. It's 11. I have a meeting within 1 hour and I have to do a couple of things before it. So let's do this, lads. I will work on the PortSwigger lab. Let's work on PortSwigger tomorrow, complete our race conditions, and then we'll do Cupid bot as well this week. Okay? But apologies, I have to leave now. It's been, I think, 2 hours almost. Yeah. Have to complete some work related things, which are also important to pay the bills. Okay? You guys are, you guys can hear me, right? My audio is here still. Okay. Thank you so much, Ashish. Thank you so much, Unknown, and everyone else. Thank you so much for joining. Uh, Bro, I will drop another blog within 4 days and a reel about how to flawlessly deploy. That'd be great, man. That'll be great. Okay. But till then, thank you so much, lads. And if you need any help, my DMs are always open. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. This is your favorite censored hacker signing off with a big bye. Thank you so much, lads. Have a good one. The room is 5 minutes long. Then we can do it tomorrow, unknown, for sure. Then let's do it tomorrow.